Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is a part 8 of my Salesforce admin series where I'm posting videos of a 10 to 15 minute on Salesforce administrator. So if you are new on my channel, please do subscribe to my channel and press a bell icon for further notification. In the last video, we talked about the approval process in Salesforce. So if you haven't watched that video, then you can find the link in the description box on the top right corner of the video on a I button. So let's get started with the Salesforce admin series part 8. Profile in a Salesforce. A Salesforce profile is a set of a setting and permission provided to a specific Salesforce user to perform some action on a Salesforce platform. Like they can access a record, or they can access a layout, or they can access a apps. These type of a permission we can assign to a user using a Salesforce profile. So Salesforce profile are a two type, standard profile and a custom profile. By name it suggests that standard profile is created by a Salesforce and custom profile we create on the based of on our specific requirement. So if you create any Salesforce profile, then you have a option to give a following permission. Like you can give a field level security to a Salesforce profile, and you can give a page layout, you can give a custom layout, you can give a record type permission, you can give a login or logout permission, and you can give a tabs permission in a Salesforce. So let's go to the Salesforce and see the some standard profiles and their structure. So you can see I'm in a Salesforce. Let's search for the profile in a quick find box. So by typing a profile and I come there on a profile, you can see these all are the standard profile provided by a Salesforce. In these few profiles are we generally use, like there is a profile name as a system administrator. So system administrator profile is a standard profile provided by Salesforce, which give access to all the Salesforce functionality, except the one that require additional license. Then we have to buy a license and access that permission. But we can access all the functionality. So you can look in that in the system profile. First we have a page layout. We can give a page layout permission to a standard objects. You can see, and the next we have a field level security. Like every object, you can give a permission to a each field. Then we have a app setting permissions, then we have a connected app permissions, then we can also give a permission to a tab setting. It is either a default on or off. And then we can give a record type setting there also for the all the standard object as well as a custom object there. And then we can give a administrative permission, like we can access a task and access as a APIs and rules and everything we can give in the administrative permissions. Then we have a journal user permission, like user can activate a order or flow, or user can manage a lead. This type of permission we can give in the journal permission. And in the next we have a standard object permission. In that we can give a object permission, like they can read, edit, or they can modify all data based on that. These are the permission which are given on the profile, and the same goes for the custom object permission. And then we have some password permission, like when your password get expired, and the session permission. So these all are the permission which profile. We can also add some extra permission like a login hours, login IP range, and we can also add some Apex classes or Visual Force pages. Or if you have any external data source, then we can also add that. And these all are the extra permission which come with the profiles. So let's move to our next topic. Roles in Salesforce. So roles in Salesforce are defined as to increase the data visibility on a particular user has. In Salesforce, the data visibility can be increased using either a sharing rules or by building a role hierarchy. Role hierarchy allow the user to sit in a higher level to access the all the data, all the records owned by having a role lower in their hierarchy. It is not mandatory that all user have a role. Few point to remember on the role. Role control the level of a record access user have. It help to extend the OWD setting for a different object. If you don't know about OWD, then OWD is discussed on the next video. Sharing rules can be written to share a record with a particular role and subordinate. Defining the roles for a user is not mandatory. So it depends on you that you want to initialize a role for the user or not. But in Salesforce, there are few functionality which require to be user have a role. Then at that time, you have to define a role. Let's see in the Salesforce what role is. So let's go into the Salesforce, and in the quick find box, let's search for the role. Let's click on the roles.
So, and in that you can click on the setup a role. If you don't have a role, you can click on the setup a role. And currently you can see that I have a few roles like a CEO. In that, if you extend that, I have a few other roles created by Salesforce like a CFO, COO, and SVP customer service support, SVP human resources, and SVP sales and marketing. So if you want to assign any role to any user, just click on this assign button and choose the user to assign that. Like I want to assign Avnish Yadav as a CEO, then we can move that to with that and just click on the save. This role is assigned to Avnish Yadav. So from that you can assign the role to a Salesforce. If you want to add any extra role, then you have the button add role. Let's say on the CFO I want to add extra role, then you just click on this add role button and give a new role label, like I am giving as a vice CFO, and just save that. So you can see a vice CFO role is created. Let's click on the role and see the role by clicking on the setup roles. So you can see on the CFO, if we extend that, so we have a vice CFO role. So this is a role hierarchy tree structure. So if you want to look into sorted list, then you can also look into the sorted list in the list view. And if you want to look into the list view, then you can just click there and you can look into the list view. Like a CEO is a higher role than a CFO, then a vice CFO, and COO and CFO are on the same roles. So you can look like that. Let's talk about a few difference between a profile and role. So role define what user can actually see based on the hierarchy. Like if there is a lower hierarchy user, then all its data can be seen by a higher hierarchy level user. So role is mainly depend on the data visibility, while profile define what user can do within the organization, like various permission. Either they can access the field level security, or either they can access any record or any object, or they can view any tab. This type of a permission come up in the profiles. So whenever you create any user, it's a mandatory that you have to define a profile, but role is optional. Like you can skip the role for now. In future you can define that, or you can not define the role. It totally depend on a business need that you need to define a role or not. So if you like my videos, please do subscribe to my channel and press a bell icon for further notification. And if you have any queries, you can comment down and I can cover that part in next video. Thanks for watching.